Hello everyone, I am Erika of beading.school.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly open beading workshop to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are beading Aniko's Miraya MOTIF. But before I would start, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me well. You should be able to watch this video live on the Beading School YouTube channel and also on the Beading School Facebook page. On YouTube, it stays online forever and ever, and on Facebook, Facebook will automatically delete the recording in 30 days. Angelina says that she can see me and hear me, so that is wonderful to know, and I would like to greet everyone here today. Rita, Judith, Ellen, Belinda, Marlo, Angelina, Cindy, Terry. And dear Terry, if you happen to have issues with the tutorial download, please send now an email to info@beadingschool.com and we will take care of you first thing tomorrow. Anita is also here. Belinda, Kim, and Kim says, hello everyone, hello Erika. I am so excited to see this design being made live. I'm excited too. I already have half of an earring. Molly, Chelsea, Tammy, Jill, Antoinette, Sanjita, Ginny, and Joan also. But lovely ladies, before I would tell you more about what's going to happen today and what kind of surprise do I have for you, please make sure that your homework is ready. For today, we had a homework and it was to bezel an 8mm round cabochon with square stitch bezel, starting with 22 Miyuki Delica seed beads. We asked you to do this in advance because it would not be possible to do everything during today's video, as the square stitch bezel takes a little bit more time to create. I love the square stitch bezel. My friend Nitty calls it like calm circles on the water. And there is a gift tutorial waiting for you, including a video on the Beading School webpage. So if you follow the link that I have posted in a comment, or if you scan the QR code from the screen, then it will take you to the gift tutorial so you learn how to make the square stitch bezel. It's super versatile. It actually, Aniko's Miraya brought it back to my mind and I would like to return to it even more. So if you haven't done it yet, please start bezeling and you can still make it on time. Hands up, do you have your square stitch bezels, dear ladies? In the meantime, I would also like to show you the In Harmony playbook. And this is a tutorial, and also we have some kits left to go with it, where you can learn even more about square stitch bezels. You can see how super versatile this is, and you will learn how to join the square stitch bezels to each other, how to decorate them further. So if you like these smooth circles of seed beads around a focal component, then I highly recommend exploring this stitch through the In Harmony tutorial and playbooks even more. I see also Hannah, who is going to bead with us for the first time now, not only watch, and that's such a big step, dear Hannah. So happy for you. Susan, Cindy, Linda, Helena, Lutka, Bernadette, Irma. And lovely Molly, I see that you have other questions about other designs. I will be also here for you in the end. Now I would like to stay on topic because I have something important also to share with you. And then in the end, there will be space for other questions. And you can also ask about Zahara in the Beading School Club, or maybe your fellow beaders can reply to your question right away now in a comment. Anyway, the Miraya tutorial is waiting for you, the PDF, at 𝐂𝐿𝐻𝐻 or you can also find it by navigating to beadingschool.com and finding No One Has to Bead Alone in the main menu, or beadingschool.com/no-one-has-to-bead-alone/ so many options. And once you are there on that page, you have two options. No One Has to Bead Alone is also my social contribution to the beading world that I started at the beginning of the lockdowns. So until I can keep going, then always for 3 days, starting with the time of the workshop, you will have the tutorial available as a gift from me and Beading School. You can also choose to support Beading School and the broadcast by checking out through the Bead shop. So it's up to you. So once you are at no-one-has-to-bead-alone.com, you can make your decision. And I am super happy that you are here today and you will bead with me, Miraya. And I am really, really happy to see the community going strong and growing and thriving together. So the designer of today's Miraya is Aniko. Aniko is with us since the very beginning of the Beading School community. I love her gentle, elegant designs, how she chooses her colors. And as she was progressing as a beader, a designer, then she slowly started to help us out. And earlier this year, she actually has become a full-time member of the Beading School designer team. And I am so happy to have Aniko on board with us. If you scan the QR or if you click the link that I have posted, then you can see more from Aniko. And dear Susanna says, I am so very happy to have found you and the Beading School. I love all the designs, the video, and especially the friends. And Susanna, I am so happy for you. I saw the jewel that you've posted now, and it's super cute and so nice to have you on board. So lovely ladies, let's see, what do you need for today's Miraya? And I haven't seen your responses to my question about the homework. You were all so eager last week to share your mischiefs when we were talking about misbehaving during your school years. And now when I am asking about homework, I don't see the responses. What does this say about the Beading School students? Lovely ladies, let me know if you did your homework. I did mine. I have mine here on my bead mat. So anyway, in case you are catching up with your square stitch puzzle, there is still time because I would like to go through the material list with you. I will tell you the amounts for one motif, and depending on the type of jewelry that you would like to create, you will need to multiply the amounts. So in case that you are making pair of earrings, you will need to multiply by 2. In case you are making a bracelet, then probably 3 motifs will be enough. Maybe you want to make a statement necklace of some sort. There are many, many possibilities. Angelina is laughing about my comment on the homework. I hope that smiling face means that you do have your homework ready, dear Angelina. So anyway, for one motif, you will need one piece of 8mm round cabochon. Aniko worked, and I am working with an 8mm Preciosa chaton, but this can actually also be a Rivoli or an acre cabochon. So whatever works for you, what can be bezeled with the square stitch bezel with 22 Ginkgo beads. You will also need 6 pieces of 2-hole Ginkgo beads. You will need 10 pieces of 2mm round pearls, 6 pieces of 3mm round pearls, 8 pieces of 4mm Preciosa bicone beads, 1 or 2 colors of size 15 Miyuki seed beads, size 11 Miyuki seed beads, size 11 Miyuki delica, and about 135 centimeters, 53 inches of 0.12mm 4LB fireline, and your favorite needle. And Aniko recommends to have a size 12 ready in case that spaces become tight and you want to prevent your beads from breaking. I see that Ellen has her homework. She says, I'm a good student. You are indeed, dear Ellen. Irma is working. Cindy is working. Bernadette says homework is done. Susan is working. Ginny is watching. That's also good. Company is so important and cheering for each other. And now, before we would start, I would also like to thank you for cheering so amazingly for Donna earlier this week. Donna Peterson is one of our Beading School Academy students. And you know, as time is passing and I see you in the Beading School Club, how amazingly you are developing your beading and even designing skills, I decided that we need to create more opportunities, even more opportunities for you to shine. You can always show off your skills and talents and creativity in the club through the mini challenge in the Beading School Academy. But, well, there are also special opportunities like this one with Donna. So Donna literally dreamed up a beautiful box for you, and she created 4 jewels that you can learn to bead from this beautiful collection. So if you would like to make Donna's dream come true, you can follow the link, and we have around a third of the boxes left by now. So don't postpone it too much, dear ladies. And thank you so much for everyone who wrote so many kind words to Donna during the video on Tuesday. To bring back that mood, I would like to show the little video, and then we will soon start. So lovely ladies, thank you so much for loving Donna's box. And Linda actually mentioned that her kit is on the way to the USA and she is very happy about it. And lovely ladies, mentioning the USA, many of you know that until the end of October, we had this transitional learning period to see how the tariffs and new rules of sending packages to the USA works. And I promised you that I will have some more information soon. I will have shipping prices and possibilities for you on during next Tuesday's Coffee Time with Erika. So I will share more about shipping, but what I can already say that we have decided to continue covering the 15% tariffs to the United States. So don't be afraid of ordering, dear USA ladies. Thank you so much for trusting us during the past years, and the 15% extras implemented by the US government will stay with Beadingschool. So what you see, that is what you will pay, and there won't be any surprises when you receive your package. And lovely ladies, when watching the video, have you noticed something special? Let me know. How sharp eyes do you have? Now again, testing the Beadingschool Academy students. Have you noticed something when I was showing the video? I'm curious. I will bring it back so you can watch it again. Ladies, have you noticed something special? I'm curious. I'm curious. So, dear Angelina, this is what I can tell now, that we will cover the costs, and about the shipping, I will share it on Tuesday. And Jill, Marlo, thank you so much, lovelies. And Ellen and Kim indeed noticed that there are more cabochons than the ones that went to the box created by Donna. In fact, those super amazing German traditional cabochons, they were made in 2 different colors. So besides beading that beautiful pendant from Donna, you can also go for a maximum size of that beautiful cabochon. So the cabochon that Donna used in her book for her collection and for her pendant, that is 18 millimeter. But we also have a 34 millimeter super beautiful one. This is how it looks like, peyote bezeled by Melinda. She said that it was amazing to work with them. Susie already has a new color. And of course, we also passed these cabochons to one of our friends' designers. And in this case, the lucky designer who got to work with these bigger cabochons was Giuliana from Italy. And Giuliana created another beautiful jewel. I know that many of you got fond of her thanks to her creative ideas and also beautiful stories. So Giuliana says about the Sirius pendant. When I first saw this black glass cabochon, she worked with the black one, I imagined a dark sky illuminated by a radiant star. I chose to extend its rays so that the light would not remain at the center, but spread outward, a symbol of guidance and protection. Oh my God, sorry, this goes so well with the topic that we are working on in the academy, doesn't it? So Juliana says, it is an invitation to open our hearts and perceive the light we often fail to see. And now this kind of, sounds as a personal message to me. So thank you so much, Juliana, even if it was not intended, because yeah, I was struggling personally a bit during the past weeks, and I recognized that I am incredibly lucky and I should be grateful for being where I am, which I am. But sometimes it's good to give myself or selves a reminder when we are moving between two stages of life and when it feels like everything slowed down and there is no promise that there will be an oasis, but in fact, we know that there are oases. So I am very, very grateful to Juliana for the reminder. But now, let's get back to beading. And by the way, I didn't say, but yeah, Juliana created 3 bundles for the Juval, and you can access the bundles and Juliana's tutorial in the Beading School bead shop. The best is if you follow the link and find the bundles in the new section, what's new in the bead shop. And there you will find the 3 different bundles, all of them beaded, so you see the result. And the tutorial is also available for you. But back to beading. So I will show you the video one more time. And now I will switch to my hand camera. See you in a little bit, dear ladies. So I am already back, and this is how my Miraya looks like. I wanted to create something else from it than Aniko to show you another example how you can personalize the Juval. So please let me know if you can hear me and you can see me. And in the meanwhile, Molly said, wow, they are really stunning. The cabochons and Juliana's tutorial. And Bernadette says it's wonderful and special. So, lovely ladies. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Please let me know. Or you are all shopping for Juliana's beautiful tutorial. That can also happen. I wouldn't be surprised. Not at all. And Ellen says that she can hear me and see me. So let's get started. So as I said, I did my homework. So this is my square stitch bezel. And that's where we are going to start. So let's see what's happening in step 2. We are starting from a row of 𝐂𝐿𝐂𝐊 beads in the middle. I will a little bit arrange my camera so you can see it in a lighter variation because it's getting dark here. So we have the square stitch bezel, and I am starting from the 𝐂𝐿𝐂𝐊s in the middle row. I pick up 2 pieces of size 11 seed beads. I bead through, I didn't say that we also need a spacer bar. 2 spacer bars for the motif. I'm sorry about that. These were all in the Desert Rose Beadingschool Academy theme box. This is how they look like. There is a little flower sitting on the top, and the spacer bar has 4 holes, 3 big ones and a small one. We will use the two big holes on the left, one on the left, one on the right, and then we will use this tiny, tiny hole under the flower. When we bead through the middle hole, it won't be this big one, but it will be this super tiny one right under the flower. So, exiting 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊, I pick up 2 round 11 seed beads. I bead through the left hole of the spacer bar. And Kimberly, you should be able to hear me. It seems that maybe you have a problem there. After the spacer bar, I bead through a Ginkgo bead, making sure that both holes are open. From the thick side towards the thin side. Then I pick up a 3 millimeter round pearl. I bead through another Ginkgo bead, this time from the thin side towards the thick side. Gail says, love this jeweled spacer bar. Oh, and Kim doesn't have a problem with the sound. She was busy in the bead shop. And thank you for loving the cabochons and Juliana's jewel, dear Kim. So I'm exiting the second Ginkgo that I picked up, and then I bead through the right side hole of the spacer bar. Gail says that she loves this jeweled spacer bar, and I'm with you, dear Gail. All of the spacer bars that we were using recently, I think they are amazing, and I'm so happy to use them. And now, after beading through the right side hole of the spacer bar, I pick up 2 more round 11 seed beads, and I bead through 2 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊 beads in a way that I want to finish by exiting the one that I was exiting in the very beginning. So when I pull my thread, then the beads will create kind of like a loop next to the bezeled cabochon. And let's see what is happening in the next step. First, I bead through both of the round 11 seed beads that I picked up at the beginning of the previous step. And now I pick up around 15 seed bead and I bead through the left side hole, the first hole of the spacer bar. I repeat the part of the thread path through the first Ginkgo, thick to thin side, through the 3 millimeter pearl, through the second Ginkgo bead, and the right side second hole I went through, right side hole of the spacer bar. I pick up 1 round 15 seed bead, and I bead through only 1 round 11 seed bead. So this will be in between the spacer bar and the round 11. I pick up around 15 seed bead, and then I bead through 6 𝐂𝐄𝐑𝐄 seed beads in a way that I bead through two before the two that I was beading through in the previous step. The two in between the pairs of size 11s, and then two more. So I used 6 round 11 seed beads, and two of them are in between the size 11 seed beads. Two of them are kind of to the right side between the round 11 and the round 15. And I will now complete this step by picking up around 15 and beading through around 11 and the round 15 that I picked up at the very beginning. I need to a little bit push this out because it slid into the spacer bar, but I could easily do that. So this is how it looks like, and I will show it to you now from the back side, so you have a better understanding of what's happening. I would also like to greet beaders who joined in the meantime. And please let me know, dear ladies, if you have any questions now. If not, then let's continue. In this step, I will work with both colors of size 15 seed beads. I will add another Ginkgo bead and some 2 millimeter round pearls. So I am exiting the round 15 before the spacer bar. I pick up one piece of the second color of round 15. Just a moment, I will arrange my beads better. A 2 millimeter round pearl, two pieces of the second color of my round 15s, and then I bead through the second hole of the first Ginkgo bead that I picked up. Now it's time to add the third Ginkgo bead here. I pick up a 2 millimeter pearl. I bead through the Ginkgo from the thin towards the thicker side. And I pick up a group of two size 15s, a 2 millimeter round pearl, and two more size 15s. And now I bead back towards the thin side of the Ginkgo to create this little arch of beads made from seed beads and the 2 millimeter pearl in the middle. I pick up another 2 millimeter pearl and I bead through the other Ginkgo that was also only used once until now. So now I bead through the second open hole and I pick up two pieces of the second color of my size 15s, a 2 millimeter pearl, and one more size 15 in the second color. I bead through the spacer bar, the size 15 seed bead, both size 11 seed beads, and one 𝐂𝐄𝐑𝐄 in the bezel. So I should finish this step by exiting a delicate bead, and my thread should be exactly in the middle of the motif. Sophie says in the meanwhile, the beads fit so good together, it's like a puzzle. Aniko did an awesome job indeed. So lovely ladies, do you have any questions about this part? Let me know, I'm curious. Angelina says the pearls between those ginkgos look absolutely perfect. I couldn't agree more. So, lovely ladies, let's continue with the next step. Now is the time when we will need to use that middle hole under the flower, so not the big one. So, exiting the delica, I pick up a size 11 seed bead. I bead through that tiny, tiny hole under the spacer bar in the middle. I pick up a size 15 seed bead, and then I bead back through the tiny hole and the size 11 seed bead. So this will fix the motif, and well, if we say that these ginkgo parts are wings, then this trick from Aniko will prevent the wings from flapping around, but it will be sturdy as we like it. And Gail says, looks great, unique design. Indeed, such an interesting shape. So let's get back to my work in progress motif. And let's create the same on the other side. So after beading back through the spacer bar and the size 11 seed bead, I will need to bead to the other side by beading through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Miyuki Delica beads in the bezel, starting after my original exit point in this step. So here I am. It was 11, right, ladies? You will need to help me. Now I bead through 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I am exactly opposite of where I was when I started to add the ginkgos and the spacer. And Kim is asking about the tutorial. There should be an option to add the tutorial. There is no option to add the tutorial. Indeed, it is a mistake. So if you already purchased the tutorial, purchased the bundle, then please send a message to the Beading School Treasury. And after the video, I will fix this and add the option to add the tutorial. And I apologize for this mistake. And now I will bead back through. No, it's not included, dear Gail. It should be an option to get it, like in the case of the soul. And I will fix this. If you already purchased, thank you so much, and please send a message to the Beading School Treasury. And after the video, I will fix the products in the bead shop. And now let's get back to beading. So I will create the same as before. I pick up 2 pieces of size 11 seed beads. I bead through the left side hole of the spacer bar. I pick up a ginkgo bead from thick to thin side. Then I need to add a 3 mm pearl I pick up another Ginkgo, and thank you so much for your patience, ladies. Then I bead through another Ginkgo, pick up another Ginkgo from thin to thick side. Or if I have a dear colleague here who knows how to fix this, then please, please, please do that while I am beading with the ladies. So anyway, after picking up that second Ginkgo bead, I bead through the right side hole of the spacer bar. I pick up 2 more round 11 seed beads, and I bead through 2 𝐂𝐿𝐂𝐊 beads in a way, in the bezel, that I want to finish by exiting the same that I was exiting at the beginning of this step. Amazing. Corinne found the tutorial. Only the option to edit directly to the bundle was missing. So that's what I will be fixing, but you can already purchase. I said 12. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Indeed, I made a mistake. So I need to undo this and bead through 1 more delicate bead in the bezel. So here I pick up 2 round 11 seed beads. I pick up the spacer bar. I pick up Ginkgo, 3 millimeter pearl, Ginkgo, then I bead through the right side hole of the spacer bar. And Judith, I am so grateful that you noticed my mistake. And Corinne helped me out. And Angelina has an amazing idea for adding maybe 4 wings around the bezel. Wow, like everything comes together so wonderfully when we are together, dear ladies. This is like real teamwork. Thank you so much, everyone. So I'm picking up now already the second group of size 2 size 11 Miyuki seed beads, and I bead through 2 delicate beads in the bezel in a way that I want to finish by exiting the same bead that I was exiting at the beginning of this step. Do you have a feeling that this has happened before already? There is a mistake in the matrix. If you think that this happened already, it's not my fault. It's not that I made a mistake and I had to rip it. So let's now add the size 15s to the motif. So we start by beading through 2 size 11 seed beads. Then I pick up a size 15 Miyuki round seed bead and I bead through the spacer bar, first Ginkgo, 3 millimeter pearl, second Ginkgo, spacer bar. Then I pick up a size 15 seed bead and I bead through 1 size 11. And Angelina says, it's always so much more fun to bead together. Oh, and Corinne says, I found Juliana's desert crystal and not serious. Then, sorry, I will fix everything after the video. And now I picked up a size 15 and I bead through 6 Miyuki delicate beads as before. 4, 5, 6. I pick up a size 15 seed bead, and then I bead through only one, the second round 11 here, and then again I need to push back the size 15 a little bit because it slid into the hole of the spacer bar. So I will, this is a bit tightish, but yes. So I bead through the size 15. Oh, okay, I actually need to bead also through the spacer bar, so I wouldn't have to. Make the trick. So now I'm exiting the spacer bar. And now it's again time to work with the second color of seed beads and adding more Ginkgo, one more Ginkgo and some 2mm pearls. So I pick up a size 15 seed bead in the second color, a 2mm pearl, and 2 more size 15s. I bead through the open hole of the first Ginkgo. I pick up a 2mm pearl and I bead through the Ginkgo from thin to thick. And Angelina says the blush rose bundle looks amazing. I couldn't agree more, dear Angelina. And now I pick up 2 size 15s in the second color, a 2mm pearl, and 2 more size 15s. I bead through the second hole of the new Ginkgo. Corinne says she indeed found the series. Dear Corinne, thank you. If you have the link, can you please post it here? I will also try to look it up. So now, anyway, exiting the second hole of that new Ginkgo, I pick up a 2mm pearl and I bead through the second open hole of the last remaining Ginkgo that does not have both of its holes passed through. And now it's time to pick up 2 size 15s in the second color, a 2mm pearl, and 1 more size 15 in the second color. We bead through the spacer bar, a size 15 seed bead, size 11 seed bead, actually both size 11 seed beads, and then 1 𝐂𝐿𝐿. Thank you so much, Corinne. So this is how it looks like in the meantime. And let me know how it's going, dear ladies. And now I will fix the flapping of the wing by picking up a size 11 Milky seed bead, beading through the tiny hole under the flower, picking up a size 15 seed bead, beading back through the tiny hole and the size 11 seed bead, and then let's see. I will bead through 𝐂𝐿𝐿 beads, in a way that I want to start from the second one after a size 15. So imagine it this way, ladies, that we have in between two size 15 seed beads, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, milky delicates. And I want to bead through one after the size 15. And then I will add a 4mm bicone bead, 2 size 15s in the first color, one more 4mm bicone bead, and I will want to have 3 Miyuki delicas that I skip here, and then I bead through one single Miyuki delica in the bezel. Here I pick up a 3mm round pearl and I bead through size 15 and spacer bar. I bead through size 15, 2mm pearl, and 2 more size 15s. And then I pick up, I arrange it a little bit different so you see it better. So I pick up 1 size 15 in the first color, 2 size 15s in the second color, a 4mm bicone bead, 2 size 15s in the second color, 1 size 15 in the first color, and I bead through the bead sitting on the top of the middle Ginkgo bead. I pick up the beads in opposite order. So size 15 in second color, sorry, size 15 in first color, 2 size 15s in second color, 4mm bicone bead, 2 size 15s in second color, 1 size 15 in first color. I bead through 2 size 15s, 2mm pearl, 1 size 15, spacer bar size 15, and then I pick up a 3mm pearl, And I bead through a single 𝐂𝐂𝐊 again in position to add the icon beads on the side. I repeat this. I made this disappear. Just a moment. Okay, we have it back. So we do the same again. I pick up a 4mm Preciosa bicon bead, 2 pieces of size 15 𝐂𝐄𝐑 seed beads, 1 more Preciosa bicon beads. Then I skip 3 beads in the bezel and I bead through 1 𝐂𝐂𝐊 bead. I pick up a 3mm pearl, fingers crossed for Angelina, by the way. She's experimenting. So I pick up a 3mm pearl, I bead through size 15 and spacer bar, I bead through size 15, 2mm pearl and 2 more size 15s. And then I pick up size 15 in the in the first color, 2 size 15s in the second color, a 4mm Preciosa bicon, 2 size 15s in the second color, 1 size 15 in the first color. And with these beads on my thread, I bead through the 5 beads over the middle ginkgo. On the other side, I pick up 1 size 15 in the first color, 2 size 15s in the second color, 4mm Preciosa bicon bead, 2 size 15s in the second color, and 1 size 15 in the first color. Susan says that this would be a stunning hair barrette, and I believe Aniko already created one, so I hope she will show it in the video in the Beading School Club, because it looks amazing indeed. And now, with the new beads on my thread, I bead through 2 size 15s, 2mm pearl size 15, spacer bar and size 15, just a moment, ladies, I managed to remove my needle from the thread. I need to thread it again. So I'm beading through the spacer bar and the size 15. And then I pick up a 3mm pearl. And I bead through. Actually, here is a tiny mistake in the thread path, because I need to also bead through the delica. I apologize. A Preciosa bicon and 1 size 15 seed bead. So this is how it looks like at the moment. And indeed, it can be arranged in a vertical way, as Angelina suggested. This is what I'm doing also. I added a little pendant, a little charm at the bottom, and mine will be an earring. Ah, and Sophie, I'm really happy that you like how we are beading together. Now it's time to finalize the frame around the motif. So we are adding a size 15 seed bead in between the two that are sitting between the delica beads. So I have passed through the first, I picked up a tiny seed bead, and then I bead through size 15 and Preciosa by cone. Here I pick up one size 15 and I bead through the 3mm pearl that I've added. I pick up two size 15s, and I made a mistake. This should be the second color. No, first color. I apologize, ladies. I had an incredibly busy week because we have lots of exciting things happening. And I confess that I am a little bit more tired than usually, but it's well worth it. But maybe my brain is a little bit slower too, so I apologize. This should be first color seed bead. Miyuki size 15 between the 3mm pearl and the bicone. And then I bead through the 3mm pearl. I pick up two size 15s. I bead through the 2mm pearl and all around on the edge of the motif until exiting the 2mm pearl on the opposite side. Here, I pick up two size 15s. I bead through the 3mm pearl. And Patricia says, it's a wonderful, very clever design thought out of the box. Thank you, Aniko, for it. I also think that Aniko did an amazing job. Now I pick up a size 15 seed bead and I bead through a bicone and a size 15. I make this part pointy by adding another size 15 and beading also through the other size 15 and the bicone. I pick up a size 15 and I bead through the 3mm pearl. Here it's time to add two size 15s between the 3 and the 2mm pearls. And again, we should bead all around the edge until exiting this 2mm pearl on the opposite side. In the meantime, since we are very close to finishing, then I would like to encourage you ladies that if you have any kind of questions, now it's the time to ask away whatever is on your mind. So now is the time to ask all your questions. I will start answering them in a little while. Anyway, I'm exiting the 2mm pearl. I pick up a pair of size 15s and I bead through this 3mm pearl. And I finish the thread pass by picking up a size 15 and beading through bicone and 2 size 15s. So here I finish by exiting the size 15 in the middle, and that way I would be able to hang here something in case this is how you would like to attach your motif to something like a hair barrette or as a necklace as Aniko did. Or you can of course bead to the top and fix your findings over there. It's completely up to you. And lovely ladies, I will now switch back to my face camera. Please give me a little time and let me know if you have any questions. So I am back now, dear ladies. Let me know if you have any questions. Sophie says, it is a statement earring horizontally. Definitely, dear Sophie. And Angelina says, imagine putting 10 of them side by side for a stunning cuff bracelet. And that is such an amazing idea. I think it would look awesome. Then Molly says, oh, I just saw that my box clasps have arrived at pickup. That should be a very, very happy day, dear Molly, unboxing your Neumann collection. Brenda says, what a lovely piece. And Angelina says, so exciting when Beadingschool packages arrive. So, dear ladies, Susan says also beautiful. Dear ladies, do you have any questions left? Next Tuesday, actually, I will be coming with some important information regarding the rest of the year, maybe even regarding 2026 already. We all need guidance and an agenda and a calendar maybe for 2026. And that was me super guilty of teasing, but to not blame me completely for my teasing, I will disclose a very important piece of information that I will have a special guest with me next Tuesday. And I'm curious if you can guess who is the special guest. It is one of my good friends, fellow designers. And I'm curious how many clues do I need to give you until you will know who is that. She's known for a specific color that she loves to use. She was part of the Beaders calendar during the past years. Okay, that were already 2 clues. She made me cry. Not Sabine. Sabine was not yet part of a calendar. Though she might be my guest a little bit later during this year. Who knows? Sabine might join me, but a little bit later. So who is the beader who made me cry twice during a live broadcast? I hope she will not do it again. These days it's so easy for me to cry. In a good emotional way. And Brenda says 𝐂𝐿𝐊. Erika says 𝐂𝐿𝐊. Asta says Laura. No, it's 𝐂𝐿𝐊. Pink Hot 𝐂𝐿𝐊, who loves using the pink hot color, will join me and we will chat about something super exciting coming up. Lovely ladies. Hot pink indeed. Do you have any questions left regarding Donna's box, regarding Juliana, regarding events in the beading school academic calendar, regarding anything that comes to your mind, shipping? So on Tuesday I will have more shipping information, but for sure I can tell you that beading school will continue covering the 15% extra. And I kindly ask you, this is like kind of a big thing for us, of course, and we kindly ask you that, lovely beaders, please continue trusting us with your bead orders to make this, to get through these challenging times together. And when you see an opportunity to talk about beading school and tell your fellow beaders that, yay, my favorite bead shop is beading school, you should also try and order something from their bead shop because it's super nice and high quality and they ship worldwide. Please, please, please use those opportunities. Together we will make it. Thank you so much, ladies. Brenda has a question about my nail polish. She is asking, is it Madame President? I don't know. It's number 12 when I go to the salon to get it. Like I have like a gel, whatever, so I have to go only once and I don't need to like imagine if it would be like ordinary nail polish, a little bit chipping away, and I would have to correct it every 2 days in order to have it nicely done for a video. So it's like gel and it's number 12 in my studio where I go. That's all I know, but it would be perfect for a Madame President for sure. So lovely ladies, I'm heading over to the bead shop to correct the bundles so you can make your choice directly if you want or do not want the tutorial. And I would like to thank you for the lovely company today, for beading together. And I am really looking forward to see your creations in the Beading School Club and to meet you again on Monday together with 𝐂𝐿𝐊. Bye bye, dear ladies. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones.